What's up, guys? I am here with Koa right now. Yeah, you. But yesterday a rock hit my windshield when I was getting off the freeway, and it left a pretty nasty mark there. So today I picked up this window repair kit for about $20. This is my first time using it, but Chris Fixius has gave me all the confidence in the world. And in case you didn't know, if you get a crack in your windshield, it's best to take care of it immediately, because the longer you wait, the longer that crack can spread. And if it spreads far enough, you're just gonna have to replace your whole windshield. That right there is the nasty chip. You can see Koa in the background. You can feel a little bit. Oh, we got a little bit of glass shards in there. I'm gonna get a little pin and kind of scrape out the excess pieces of glass. Okay, so right here I have a tack of some sort, and I have a microfiber because we're gonna go ahead and wipe down the window first before we start picking out the excess glass. And of course, we're gonna spray it onto the towel and not the window. Ain't no way I made a Mickey Mouse. Ugh. That just sounds nasty. Yikes, it's already getting bigger from yesterday. Damn, whatever's happening up there sounds crazy. Just want to scrape out the excess pieces, otherwise the resin isn't going to do a good job of sticking to everything. Oh yeah, I see the little pieces. So far it's just a little bit. So we got our repair kit right here, gonna get everything unboxed. Okay, so I think we might have a slight problem. That crack is right here primarily, and then there's a tiny one right there. But if we cover it, all is gonna reach. Shit, I might have to choose between. So I'm not gonna film the process, but basically you want this to go right above your crack, and the tab is going to be facing up. Green side is gonna be facing up. Remove this green part because there's adhesive underneath. And essentially you wanna line up the gray tab with the green tab. So now we got the window set up. We're gonna go ahead and start with the resin. I believe we're only supposed to put about 3/4 in there and then save the rest for after. I'm gonna be honest, this shit is so tiny, I don't even know what 3/4 is in this. Okay, it's coming out. What the? That looks about 3/4. Whoops. A little more can't hurt, just to top it off. Next, we're gonna go in with the syringe they provide. This is what it looks like a typical syringe, with a little modification, of course. But basically, you want to jab it in there and pull it all the way up until it locks in place. I can't do that with one hand, so I'll show you guys the end result. Huh, surprisingly, this is actually a pretty good spot. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and pull it up. There you go. It's locked in place with that little metal tab. And I believe we leave it there for a cool amount of time. So as you can see, we got the syringe in there. This is going to be sitting for about 10 minutes. But that's what the little mechanism looks like. It's like a paper clip, and it just locks it in place. So the reason why you want to do that is so you can get all the air bubbles out. Otherwise, you're just going to have air pockets, and it's not going to be very structurally sound. You know, I'm actually very curious to see what it looks like on the other side. Okay, this might be very hard to see, but you can actually see the bubbles moving in there. That's pretty cool. I'm hella dumb, bruh. I realized I probably could have cut that hole and made it larger for it to fit around here, because it'd still be making a seal. Surprisingly, we actually got some sunlight, but it's been about 12 minutes and the bubbles are starting to slow down. And now you just want to tap around the area. Obviously, you don't want to smack the crap out of your windshield, but yeah, just want to give it some love taps. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes now. We're going to go ahead and remove the syringe and reinsert it, and we're going to go and move the clip so that we can bring this all the way down and lock it in place. The removal. Oh, nice. Now we're gonna reinsert it back in because, you know, the reason why you move it, we're letting air inside. And then we're going to reinsert it. Okay, this is gonna be hard to do with one hand, but yeah, you wanna insert it like this and lock it in this position. I hate to break it to you guys, but I don't think the suction was strong enough because I can still visibly see a fat ass crack. So I figured out where I went wrong. Turns out I didn't add enough resin. Kind of redid the process. It's looking much, much better. All right, a godly amount of time has gone by, so we're gonna go ahead and remove this. Whoop. Nice. Now, next you wanna go ahead and scrape off the pedestal and the adhesive underneath. As you can see, we got our batarang right here. We're gonna go ahead and start removing this. I know a lot of people, they cringe when they see a razor blade against a windshield, but trust me, this is the way to remove things without scratching your windshield, believe it or not. So yeah, just wanna work your way under there. As you can see, once I removed the pedestal, we had a little resin bukkake. So yeah, let's go ahead and clean up the excess. And we're gonna continue to remove this piece. Oh, there we go. Much easier. Whew. Beautiful. Nice. Oh shit. Maybe I did put too much resin. It's okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe off the dripping ones, but you don't want to wipe off the one that is right above the crack. You don't want to contaminate it with whatever nasties are in here. So already the crack is looking much better. I don't know if the camera will, oh yeah, right there you can see a little white dot. But we're gonna go ahead and add 1 drop of resin on top of the crack. See if I have any more. I might have used it all up being an idiot. Come on, man. It's spitting. Yeah. It's like eye drops, bro. What the hell? Come on, come on, come on. Dink. There we go. And then we're gonna go ahead and use this little clear film that they provide. Go ahead, start from the bottom up. Kinda flatten it out like so. Yes! Is covering that crack very nicely. If you want to be Mr. Perfect about it, you can go ahead and smooth it out with a razor blade. That way you don't have any air bubbles. But yeah, so we're gonna let this sit for about an hour since the sun is gone. But if the sun were over here, 15 minutes tops. Don't judge me, I know it looks really shitty, but I promise you once we take off that film and wipe off the excess resin, it's gonna look a lot better than it did before. I also picked this up today, which I'm super hyped for because I only have a 1/2-inch drive impact and it freaking sucks because the only thing I can do is wheels, wheels, and wheels. But now with this, I'll be able to speed up all my installations by, I don't know, maybe half the time. I've been really trying to get my hands on this one for a long time. This one as well, and I also bought the impact bits to go along with it. This was about $10 at Home Depot. And right now, you know, it's Black Friday week, so they got a ton of good stuff coming up. And just a little sneak peek for a next video, I ordered a new front lip. It was actually supposed to arrive a couple of days ago, but I didn't know I was supposed to sign off, so I missed it, and then I missed it today. So tomorrow, I might go to the FedEx headquarters or wherever it's called and pick it up myself. But yes, a lot of content is coming soon, and you already know your boy only buys stuff on Black Friday or if it's a real good deal. So now's my time to shine. I'll see you later, man. Alright, y'all, it is super late right now and it's freezing out here, so I'm gonna remove this film because I didn't want to leave it on overnight. I wasn't sure if it was gonna harden completely, but yeah, so I got my razor blade right here. I'm gonna go ahead and move around through the edges, and once you start getting in towards the crack, you want to twist the film. That way you don't pull all the resin out of the crack. Okay, so now we got the film off. Now you can see this residue. You're gonna want to grab your blade and just scrape it off. Some people, they do it perpendicular to the glass. Some people, they do it like extra flat to the glass. It's really just preference, but don't worry, your window should be fine. Yeah, that's all of the resin. We're gonna go ahead and give that a quick wipe. Of course, we got a nut rag right here. We're just gonna clean it up like so. Oh yeah, those marks on the inside, that was from my knuckles because I was tapping the glass, so I will clean it off. But yeah, let's try to find where that crack was. Holy cow, we actually did a decent job. So you can see a little dot right here. It's looking like maybe some of the resin got pulled off once you remove the film. I'm not gonna trip too much about it because like this is my first time ever doing it and I didn't really expect to get it perfectly, but as long as we sealed it on the deeper levels and can prevent the cracks from spreading, that's really all I wanted to do because I didn't want to replace the whole windshield. Maybe someday we'll come back to this and try to perfect it. But yeah, pretty good. Okay, so I got the window wiped down to the best of my ability. That right there is the original crack. The one above it I wasn't able to fix, but that was part of the original. I don't know why my neighbor's revving it right now, but yeah, he always does that. Seems a lot more structurally sound, and we reduced it to a little chip instead of a whole ass spider crack, which is great. Alright, so it is now the next day. Let's check out what the crack looks like in the daytime. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know where it was. You know, I guess that's a good thing. I don't know where it is. Oh, right there. Look at that. We reduced it to a tiny rock chip. Now that we got that taken care of, I have to go pick up something for next video. So it turns out my package is at a ground shipping facility, which closes at 10 a.m. I don't really know why, but It is now 10:12 a.m. and it reopens at 4, so I'm gonna just go to the gym and then knock out my day, and maybe around 4 o'clock I'll stop by that facility. Hopefully they have it. But yeah, it was supposed to arrive to my house about 2 days ago, and I just kept missing the signatures twice, bruh. They showed up at the most random times too. Not society right now, but this is a sneak peek at our next design, R32. So I just got to the FedEx parking lot, and there's honestly a decent amount of modded cars here. That's a nice car, man. Dude, I shit you not, guys. This is actually a Type R. Wow. I didn't see it until I got up close and I saw the rear fenders, but man, whoever's car this is really clean. Solid choice. So right now they're actually getting my package from the back, but it's my first time being in a FedEx ground facility. It's like a whole ass airport hangar, man. Dude, I just keep taking L's left and right today for some reason. So I showed up to the FedEx ground facility at 4 because that's when they open up, because they close at 10 a.m. And then apparently my package ain't even there. It's on a truck now. So it's the next morning right now, and it is cold as hell. I just gave them a call at 8 o'clock like they told me to, so hopefully it is there. Oh, goddamn, it's cold out here, man. It's winter time. So I just finished up at the FedEx facility, and I ended up getting my package. Nah, just playing, bro. They don't even know where it is. Apparently, it's supposed to get delivered today, but I told the guy, I was like, they also said it was supposed to get delivered on Saturday and Sunday, and they said they stopped by and that I wasn't home to sign it. Turns out they didn't even bother showing up to my house. So today, let's see if they show up. So I just woke up from a nap because I told Koa to bark if the doorbell rang, and you know, long and behold, he starts barking his head off once the doorbell rings. As soon as that happened, I rushed to the door, and a FedEx worker is just standing there with the paper. I'm like, psh, I know this. That's my name, that's my name. So I signed off on it, took the package in, and yo, there it is. Look how big it is. I'm not gonna tell you guys what's inside of it because I'm gonna save that for the next video. But now that we have the package safe in our hands, I can finally sleep at night. And let's just appreciate the fact that I no longer have a big crack in my windshield. So anyone with a rock chip that wants to do the resin kit, make sure you add enough resin. Make sure you have enough patience. That's where I messed up. But even then, I did pretty good. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time.